Now, it is time to talk about this thing. So, there is certainly a lot that we can cover. I really liked this opening thing with the D-Rex. Still very, very cautiously optimistic about the D-Rex. I have to see the movie before I have a full opinion about it. But I liked this scene. I think that this scene, like the acting that was done right here, was very well done. It felt terrifying, and you felt genuinely sorry for this person as the claws just slowly reach in, about ready to snatch him. Very unfortunate. Uh, so I think that I'm going to like a lot of those horror elements. I think that they're going to be utilized pretty well. At least I hope they are. And we've already seen a decent amount of this clip before a few days ago, so I don't think there's really too much else I can add to it. But as per usual, the highlight for me is flipping this right here. I was going to use this as the thumbnail for my reaction video, but then Evolution Square uploaded like right before me, and she already used that, and I didn't want it to seem like I was copying her, so I used a different shot. But look, every time I see this T-Rex, I love it just a little bit more, which is saying a ton because I already just like love it a lot. Look how bulky this son of a gun is. Look at the fact that its arms are facing the correct way. Those colors are just awesome. And look how pronounced these eyebrow ridges are up here as well. This is a very, very, very good T-Rex design. This is my favorite in the franchise. Every time we see that, I feel more and more confident in stating that. We finally have a T-Rex design in this franchise that has surpassed the Buck from the Lost World Jurassic Park. And it's this one. This one right here. This one looks so good. I love it so flippin' much. And the texturing and the quality of the CGI, I think, looks amazing too. Of course, this is the river scene. I like how we see it. It's in the shallow waters right here, and it starts moving into the deeper waters. You can see it get more and more submerged. Terrifying and awesome. And you guys got to paddle. You guys got to paddle the best you can. And of course, it's swimming around right here. Now, I've mentioned this before, but T-Rex most likely could swim in life. That doesn't mean it's a semi-aquatic animal, but swimming is not outside of the realm of possibility. It has the proper legs for it. And a lot of big animals are able to swim, so it's not really crazy to think about. This shot is also really cool. The rapids right here, T-Rex standing right there roaring. Look how beautiful this T-Rex looks. This is the best T-Rex. I can't lie. And we hear it looks like there's gonna be we're gonna be following two separate folks. I think that we're following the family right here as they have to encounter the Rex. I don't know if they've linked up with our main characters quite yet, but it looks like they're on their own right here. And also the T-Rex trying to get underneath the raft. Terrifying, absolutely terrifying. This poor child. Like, let's just let that play out for a second. Look at that. I like how it seems like the raft is moving away, so the Rex just like barely misses it with its foot. Nice little detail right there. We get a huge Titanosaur herd, which is cool. Look how cool that looks. Sauropod herds will never not be cool. And what's interesting is that it seems like some of them have those fins that we've seen on the design, but some of them lack them. That could be a sexual dimorphism thing that they're placing into it, which is cool. I actually like that. Still not a huge fan of the fins themselves, but I like that there's like that added little detail there. I should probably turn on the audio in case I need to listen to something. Also, the quality of like they're far more reduced right here and right here. That's interesting. I like that. I also like all the little birds landing on them, kind of like how they do with, a lot of modern day animals like rhinos. Just like imagine all the insects that are just on this sauropod, and the birds are like, heck yeah, free meal, especially such a big animal like a sauropod. But the model, I think, looks amazing. I love how bulky that neck is. The head, I think, looks good, and the whole body, I think, looks fantastic. It has more so that kind of like upright stance with the neck facing upwards, which is pretty likely for titanosaurs. In fact, I think that's the consensus. It looks amazing.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed. We've already talked a lot about, we talked about the Quetzalcoatlus ad nauseum. It does look good. We got like a few extra shots of it, like actually entering the cave. I don't think there's too much else I can add to that. We know that they're going to be a huge problem. Still not really a huge fan of their design. I missed something. Wasn't there? Yeah, it was over here. I just remembered. I remembered I saw something. Look at that. Those are okay. Yeah, that's the Mutodon. That is definitely the Mutodon. So I wonder if like the tiger stripe raptors, if that was just like a placeholder until they were able to add something else to this. Oh, it says Mutodon right there. Here I am thinking I'm being all smart, but it actually just spells it out for me. So yeah, they got like a pterosaur beak. Well, I could talk about it when it's alive, but the wings, of course. It's, I'll talk about it more when we actually see the alive ones, but that's interesting. That's interesting. And the fact that they actually have a name for it, it's like, what were you doing, InGen? You intentionally made these things. Why? Why did you do that? What are you doing here, InGen? Did you intentionally make the D-Rex too? Were you the cause of this poor man's unfortunate suffering? You truly are the company of death, InGen. This is interesting. This reminded me of Jurassic Park 3, of course, with the parachute in Jurassic Park 3. I think it's like a landed helicopter. Yeah, it looks like a helicopter. You can see the blades right here. That's interesting. I wonder what's going on with that. It'll probably be like a passing thing. I saw, there it is, our little Aquilops. I think biology's right. I think the Aquilops is going to be like a little pet. That's something that he mentioned. He thought that, like he mentioned that on the Paleopod. By the way, go and check out the Paleopod. Link is in the description. It's a podcast that I do with my buddies. But anyway, he mentioned that he thought that the Aquilops would be more so like a pet. And that kind of seems like what's going on right here. Just kind of like tucked away in the little backpack. Which means that the Aquilops is going to have a bigger role than I initially had assumed. It's the perfect thing to sell toys, that's for sure. I thought that they were going to be like these little ceratopsians that they ran into and were just running around. I mean, this girl probably found this little guy when she was here, and just said, "Hey, this is you're my pet now." I don't know. It's an interesting design though. Like, not terrible. I can't say too much about it, but yeah, not terrible. Yeah, it's pretty cute. I like it. Let's see here. Yeah, then we get like a decent shot of the D-Rex right here. Its sounds were pretty cool. Let's get a hear of that. Yeah, that's not terrible. It's pretty good. Really got that bulbous head, those teeth right there. Look at that. Dino guy knows how to point out teeth. It's an interesting design. I still have to wait until I see the movie before I have like my pure thoughts on it. But here's probably the biggest takeaway of this trailer. There it is. The Mutodon. So certainly looks a lot better than I assumed it would when I first heard about it. Like, I like the way that the wings look, and I like the colors too. These stripes, like you got some, it almost looks like it has like almost green coloration right here and some more black stripes. The head's also not terrible. I still don't really know how I feel about it. I like how it folds its wings though. That kind of feels a little bit natural. And the body looks pretty cool. I like how it kind of like puts its arms out to the side when it's seemingly attacking something. Like kind of like a threat display, I suppose, or it's like about ready to grasp. I wonder if they can fly. I assume they could. That would be certainly interesting to see. But yeah, they got like a little bit of a beak up here and teeth. That's interesting. They also have of course, the little claw. That is certainly interesting. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they're utilized. We'll see how they're utilized. Maybe they'll be pretty good. I heard someone say that they were going to be feathered, but it doesn't appear to be. I hope they're good. I hope they're good. I hope this movie's good. If like the mutants don't turn out to be good, I know for a fact that River Scene will. Straight from the book, it's really cool. And of course, the Mosasaur. We've already gotten like a lot about the Mosasaur. We've already gotten all the like not this footage, but it's like pushing them into a cliff, which is quite terrifying. No Spinosaurs this trailer. Leads me to believe that they're not gonna have the biggest role compared to most other dinosaurs in this film. Uh, well, it's hard to say from a trailer alone, but I guess it's possible. I feel like we're gonna get them in a single scene. But seriously, this trailer, I think this trailer got me a little bit more hyped than the first trailer, and it's mostly because of this. I'm so excited for the river scene. I'm so excited for it. That is gonna be, like, a fantastic way to utilize T-Rex. I think it's gonna be so cool to see. I mean, just look at that. Look at that. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at that. That is so cool. So yeah, that seems to be everything that I wanted to talk about with this trailer. Um, so what are my thoughts? So my thoughts are follows. I'm excited for this film. I'm like there's a lot of things that I think looked great in that. The Titanosaur herd looks like it's going to be awesome. I don't think we've ever gotten a sauropod herd like on that scale in the Jurassic franchise. So that's cool. That's really cool to see. The Quillups looks pretty cool. Of course, the river scene is going to be the best scene in the movie, probably. And the Mosasaurus has, of course, always looked cool in this. The D-Rex, I'm slowly warming up to it. Still don't know how I'll completely feel. And the Mutodons are certainly interesting. I I don't know. I kind of I'm kind of getting like mixed feelings on them. They're a very cool creature design, right? I just don't know if I like it for the Jurassic franchise per se, and that's my opinion. That's just how I feel. That is how I feel. So I might like. I'll probably we'll see. I might like them. I might really like them. Again, their design is very cool. Um, but we'll just have to wait and see until July 2nd when this movie does come out. Uh, Yeah, but overall, I have way more positives than I do negatives about this movie. So generally speaking, I'm very excited for this film. I think that this is going to be a very good, like if not like if it's not amazing, I at the very least think it's going to be fun, which is that's also I think that's also a win. So we'll see. We'll see how things turn out when this movie does come out. I will be making content on that when it does happen, and yeah, you guys will be sure. I'll be sure to let you all know what I think about that movie. But that's pretty much all I have for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.